Hey guys, hope you're all doing well out there. Wanted to just come forward, share a message really quickly, and of course take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're new here, I'm a psychic medium, a channeler. I've been doing this for the last 3 years. I've had this gift since I was a kid. Both of my parents are gifted. I now offer services and I post on social media guidance, tools, spiritual teachings on School of the Ascending and on my main pages at Door to Value for free. So if anything I say resonates with you, please like, share, follow if you feel guided. And of course, as usual, only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So I have been out and about all day today running errands and in downtown, just kind of taking care of my business, if you will, and recording content. And I kept running across a synchronicity with mission work. When you are aligned with where you feel connected with things that bring your inner child joy, that is something that is your creative pursuit, that allows you to tap into that creative energy. When you're aligned with this version of you that's doing things that you enjoy, you're going to always come across synchronicities. And those synchronicities can be viewed as both a sign, but also your alignment. So what do I mean by this? When you're aligned with this, and this. When you're aligned means, for example, when you're doing things that, right, the most obvious you enjoy doing, okay? So for example, I just saw 1:33 on the clock. You know, if I'm taking photos downtown, and that's something that I love to do, outfit pictures, for example, it's something that I find like a creative thing that I enjoy, you know, spending my time with, something that I've been doing since I was a little kid. It's something that resonates with my inner child. It's very healing. I'm aligned to this version of me that is bringing me peace, that's bringing me joy, that's bringing me back to the present moment where my mind doesn't need to think about all these other things, right? And so it's with anything in life, you know, when you're, you know, doing something that you enjoy, whether it's, you know, money related or not, you are, you know, you're around your loved ones, but also you're doing something that you can create. Maybe it is related to a business. You are going to find yourself very much so seeing the synchronicities. Like I just looked up and it said 222. This is just what happens. And so I was just, you know, downtown and I was kind of experiencing my own connection with mission and the work that I needed to get done, that Spirit was having me to do. And I kept seeing synchronicities everywhere for this. And so the message here is that, you know, there's an encouragement to put yourself on the path to focus on what brings you joy, what you're here for. You know, we have more than one purpose, but our purpose is directly aligned with what brings us joy, with how we like to create. And you can get the answers to those things when you look back and you see what were those things that you enjoyed when you were younger. You know, what were those creative things you did with your friends when you were younger? How can you take those activities and turn them into ways to make an income as an adult, to create something to help other people as an adult? Okay, this message should resonate for everyone that watches because we all have a purpose here. But you know, if it doesn't resonate for you, don't watch, save the video, come back to it later. Maybe it will resonate for you later. But you know, this is the guidance that I'm receiving. And with that being said, you know, there's going to be a lot of people that unfortunately will copycat you. I don't know if some of you guys saw my story yesterday on all of my accounts. And I did receive some messages asking me about this as well. Like, what's going on? Is everything okay? Everything is totally fine. And I think something that I've noticed is, you know, people who are not confident in themselves and who are not authentic, who are not of true natural in their mission, in their journey, who want to be someone else, are going to copy other people. And, you know, I've had a lot of fake accounts circulate around me over the years, definitely not as much as other light workers, other people in the spiritual community that have, you know, 4 or 5 times the amount of following as me, charging way more money than me and for their services. And they have a lot of copycats that will duplicate their pages. And you know, I feel for that now, because even though I might not have as many copycats, it's kind of like when you get those people, you're just disgusted by like the peasant energy. And you guys know I'm a no bullshit person. I am very much a person that believes in positivity and the effect of that, you know, love and light. But also, let's be real here. You know, we shouldn't not feel like we have to call people out if they're not going to be accountable for what they're doing, which is stealing other people's work. And so that's basically what happened. There was actually a girl that was following me for quite a while. I even gave her a free reading on one of my lives once, and I noticed she commented on one of my videos about my weekly intuition checks. There are checks that I post where, you can practice your intuition. It's an intuition test. And I replied to her and I told her, based on her intuitive guess, I'm feeling something around Nostradamus. And of course, she had a synchronicity with what I predicted from my comment to her within hours. That's just what happens. When I say something, it's legit. It happens within hours, if not days. That's just how it works, okay? And so, of course, she was in a bookstore and she had a book fall on her lap, and it was a book about Nostradamus. It was literally a book about what I commented to her a few hours prior. Now, she gave me credit in her story, which is great, all in nice. She tagged me and everything. But we were messaging each other, and Spirit had been telling me since this person followed me to be wary. And I have never been wrong about people. My intuition tells me the most accurate things about people. I've never been wrong about that. But unfortunately, I have been raised, also fortunately, to give people the benefit of the doubt and see the good in everyone. That's just how my parents raised me. So of course, sometimes I do ignore my intuition when it comes to people, because I also see where I was raised, and I want to give people a chance for whatever I'm feeling intuitively, for it to be proven. And it always does. And then I always regret it afterwards. But then I tell myself, you know what, at least I gave them the light so they know what they're missing when they move on to the next chapter and receive their karma for the way that they treated me, right? And I'm sharing this story with you guys because I know that many of you might have a similar experience, but also maybe it will resonate with you to some extent in other ways in your life. Anyway, so Spirit was telling me yesterday to go onto their profile to look through their calendar, and it only occurred to me after I saw that this person literally posted a video on their the title of their video was about the same channeled stuff that I had been talking about. Now, as a channeler, psychic medium, okay, I take this very seriously. Like, I would literally die for this mission. If I can't do my mission, I don't want to be alive. I'm all in or nothing kind of person, okay, when it comes to this particular work. I just, there's no other way around it. And so I find it pretty pathetic when losers think that it's okay to copy what I'm doing. Now, in this journey, because of the collective consciousness, we're all going to come across the same signs and symbols and synchronicities, okay? That's just like bound to happen. If you have an idea in your head and you're being guided to create something out of it and you don't take action on it, eventually that idea is going to be plotted into someone else's mind, especially if it's been years later. If you're meant to have something and experience something, of course it's yours. Of course, no one can ever take away from that. But at the same time, we have to remember that, if you sit on something for too long, Spirit's going to take that and give it to someone else because it needs to be birthed, right? It needs to be created. There's people who need to be impacted by what that is. So that idea, for example. And so with that being said, it was a similar situation for me where, I do trust and believe that everyone that is on this journey with me is going to see the same signs, or we are going to have similar messages, but Spirit is very intentional with this. And I know for a fact that the other channelers and people who post channeled messages around me aren't posting the same stuff as me. Exactly. No other channeler talks about timeline collapses. This person copied the exact year. No other channeler did that. No other channel. I know about 50, 60 people, from the richest, most well-known channelers out there to the people that are just getting in the game, and not a single person channeled the same messages, and it was verbatim everything that I channeled. And then I started looking at the other videos that were posted, the other content, and it was all from topics that I posted previously in order. And in addition to that, I went and clicked on the calendar link because I saw that this person decided to label themselves as a channeler, use the same emoji as me, say that it's no bullshit, when everyone knows I talk about how my videos are no bullshit, okay? And, let me be nice because my AirPod just, flew out of my ear, and That's usually a sign when annoying distraction, things like that happen. But we're going to call out the truth because you guys know how I am, and this is just the truth. Like, I just don't have time for this. I really don't. Because, you know, before I get into really the warning here, for all of you to understand for your own journeys as well, you know, this person copied word for word the legal language that my lawyer for my trademark and my LLC asked me to put in my calendar for my bookings. The exact language from start to finish, you guys, verbatim, word for word. And you could tell, you know, when they tell you plagiarism in school, they try to put a few words here and there, like verbatim. And I have screen records. I sent a voice memo to this person and I blocked them. I have no time, absolutely zero time for people who think it is okay to comment on my stuff, to watch my content, and then think it's okay to copy my stuff verbatim, videos and my bookings. Are you kidding me? Like, how are people not scared what will happen? Let me tell you guys something, okay? Because this is real and true, and I need you to understand that the divine takes care of everything. When people are not authentic, they get their shit handed to them, okay? I have had a number of people do me wrong in Chicago. Circles of acquaintances and friends, and I can tell you that every single time those people did me wrong, I would find out from different people in the group that the whole group would get sick. Okay? The whole group would have a series of unfortunate events happen, and that's not with me praying on anything, okay? I pray for your protection because you're gonna need it when you do me wrong, when you do anyone wrong, okay? When people are stepping into their mission work, when people are doing what aligns with them, and you have the audacity to duplicate what they're creating instead of getting creative with yourself, have some confidence. And you can't do that, then what's going to happen? God, divine source creator, the universe, not only my higher self, but the person's higher self that is imitating that light worker who's here doing mission work, they're going to flip them upside down and give them their karma until they wake the F up. This is not a game, you guys, okay? This is serious stuff. Whatever you feel aligned with, may it bring you so much joy and peace and passion, but you will see that there will be copycats, okay? For example, a lot of these fashion brands, they have copycats, they have imitators, they have faux, you know, products, you know, Kim Kardashian's brand Skims, like she has a bunch of replicas of those companies copying her stuff and putting it on Amazon for a cheaper price, which, you know, hey, I get it. People want to be like people. They want to make money, but that's something different. I mean, maybe it is the same. They don't fret about that stuff because they're billionaires. I'm fretting about this because, honestly, it takes me a lot of energy and time. I've had to close a lot of doors. I've had to say no to a lot of people. I've had to abandon my entire family to heal myself and to do this work. And when I see people copying, it really makes me sick to my stomach. And honestly, people like that are peasants. They're losers, they're succubuses, they're gonna get their karma. Love and light, I am calling it out. We don't have time for games anymore. And I think if you claim to be a channeler and a person doing that work, you better be damn ready to dive into that mission, because it's a day and night. You will be woken up at every hour of the night for this line of work. So if you can't take it seriously and you want to copy other people and copy verbatim what they're posting because you're actually not a real channeler, you can't pick up real messages, what's going to happen? You're going to get a reality check. This is just how it works on your earth. So I hope that this message resonates with someone out there, you know, sharing my personal experience, but also giving the connection here with the mission work. And I also want to say this because I just saw a woman pass by with a shirt that said twins. When you step into your mission work, you guys, you're going to find your divine twin aligned with you even more. Okay? I send you all so much love and light. Thank you for listening. Let me know if anything in this video resonated. Hopefully I don't sound crazy, but if I do, oh well. Just following Spirit's guidance here, and I know that this message will resonate with someone out there. All right? Send you guys so much love and light, and if you want to book a reading, you can do so through my calendar. Only through my calendar. I will never DM you or email you first. Much love.